Black Friday is tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving 2011 as I'm filming this, so a lot of people are going to be purchasing or receiving Nintendo 3DS systems. So I thought I'd recommend some of my favorite accessories to keep your 3DS in tip-top shape for the rest of its promising and long future. Um, First thing I'd recommend for the Nintendo 3DS, absolutely not. None of this is absolutely necessary, but I definitely recommend a screen protector set. In the past, with Nintendo DS Lite, Nintendo DSi, the company Hori has been a very trusted and highly respected producer of screen protectors for Nintendo systems. Uh, right now, however, with the official screen protectors, like they sell at the Nintendo World Store, are actually made by the company PowerA. That they are officially licensed by Nintendo of America. They're good screen protectors. I've also seen official ones sold at Best Buy by Rocketfish. But watch out for Rocketfish because the thing about them is some of their sets will come with a lower screen protector but no upper screen protector. And the reason I would recommend a screen protector, I personally wouldn't use one, except for the fact that you see how see these two lines on the border of the system, and how the lid closes on top of that. What I've noticed happened with my system over the first few weeks I owned it, was that two lines started forming along the 3D screen, 3D widescreen, where the border of the lower screen closed. So under certain lighting conditions, you could sort of see the lines, and it got to the point where it started to become it started to become permanent. It's not something that you notice normally while playing, but under very specific lighting conditions, you do notice those lines. So I'd recommend a screen protector set. Change them out every few months so that they won't become permanent. And plus you don't have to worry about jacking up your screen. Usually, for applying the screen protectors, I would recommend, this is just generic. This is Apple apologies specifically for laptop screen stuff, but just general screen protector, screen cleaning fluid, and I'd use canned air to just very gently blow the air off the screen. Make sure you don't frost over your screen blowing too hard. And what I would recommend, I'd recommend putting them. I'm using the screen protectors right now. This is like probably the best application I've ever done, but I'd recommend putting it from the top down and not doing it the long, because you do it from the top down, you have less time to get air bubbles under it. And even with a totally perfect application, you're gonna get, if you turn the screen off and look at it with a flashlight, you're gonna see maybe like a little tiny speck of dust or something. But when you're playing, it's not gonna be a big deal. On the touchscreen, like you'll notice a very slight gap between the screen protector and the border of the screen frame, sort of. That's just sort of designed so it could fit in that way. While you're playing it, you're not going to notice. Just take your time, do it very carefully, and your screen protectors will last a good few months, and you can change them out, and you don't have to worry about any normal wear and tear on your screen becoming permanent. Now, as for when you get your 3DS screen protectors, they sell like in Nintendo World. There's some online retailers you can buy the screen protectors by themselves, but often they'll come in a kit. And what that kit, like the kit I most recently bought, it included some things to hold your 3DS game cards. It opens both ways. It can hold 4 cards at a time. So if you just want to carry it in your system in your pocket, and you want to carry some game cards with you, so it just makes it so you're not cluttering up your pocket so much. It'll come with a couple of extra styluses. I personally don't need them, but if you're getting this for a younger kid, perhaps they might lose the stylus. It's good to have extras around. It'll come with a microfiber cloth. This is like the perfect cloth for cleaning the system with. It has DS emblems on it. Now for carrying the system, you can just put it in your pocket if you have large enough pockets and you don't mind the bulk in your pocket. But for throwing it in a bag, well, I use the Club Nintendo reversible pouch just for casually throwing it in my bag. But for really, when this is a very good case. This is a mock leather case. This is also by PowerA. It's 15 or $20. I'd say it's worth it. Very nice case. Inside, it has a sort of a felted surface. It has spots for 2 games. It has a spot for an extra stylus. And the system, it looks really nice inside this thing. Especially, well, my 3DS happens to be black, so it's a very nice case. It looks as nice as it deserves to look, because the 3DS is a very nice looking system. And but for if you're going to be traveling with it, going on vacation or something, or traveling long term, I'd recommend a big pouch like this. I believe this is also by PowerA. I got this at Best Buy at Union Square in New York City during the 3DS launch party. This is a giveaway, but it is a much bigger pouch. Here you have a nice soft pocket to hold your system in. Here you could put a power cord or an adapter. There's another pouch in the front here, and in the back there's spots for lots of games to be stored. So if you're going to be traveling with this and you want to just carry all your 3DS gear with you in one pouch, you can throw it in your suitcase or in a backpack for long, to keep it all in one spot. This is a very good pouch, very good carrying case to use, and it's nice and durable. Another carrying case I had is this one. This is kind of a capsule style case. This is also by Power. There's a 3DS emblem that goes here. It popped off, but I really don't care because I don't really use this one, and the emblem's just for show anyway. But you can very easily glue this back on with some crazy glue. I got this at Target for at Goodwill, thrift store, for just a few dollars, because Goodwill often gets stuff from Target, and the box was damaged, so Target just donated it to Goodwill. I just use this to keep all my old Game Boy cartridges and Game Boy Advance cartridges in, so I really don't use that accessory, but it's a good set. I think it's water resistant, but not waterproof. Now, for powering, I went straight from the DS Lite to the 3DS, so I didn't have an extra power cord with it. And where I have my power cord, it comes with a power cord and it comes with a dock, and I have the power cord draped behind my dresser, so it would be I have to rearrange my furniture to remove the dresser and get to the power strip and everything. So when I'm going to be going somewhere for a few days, I have an extra power cord. It's just useful. This 3DS is compatible with the DSi and DSi XL power cord. So if you have one of those systems, you already have an extra power cord, so that's convenient. Now, another set. The set I got that capsule style case in. It also came with a Nintendo 3DS car adapter, and this is this is a good thing to just have in the glove compartment. If for my my experience with the battery is for day-to-day use. I like killing time throughout the day. I really don't have a problem with the battery life. Playing 3D games with the wireless on, playing virtual console games. Battery life really isn't a concern for me. But if you're going to be out somewhere for a long time, if you're going to be on the road, I'd recommend a car adapter. You can just throw this in the glove box, and I'll tell you, a couple of weeks ago, my car broke down, and I was waiting for the tow truck, and then I actually forgot I even had this, but I didn't have it with me. It was sitting at home. So if I brought this with me, I would have been playing Mario for a bit longer. You don't have to worry about the screen brightness or anything. So this is just a good thing to have in your glove compartment. Now, other accessories I'd recommend. Oh, this is a SD card reader and writer. It plugs into your USB port. You put in your SD card here. This one reads many different cards. I only use SD cards, but it comes, SD, SDHC. MMC, XD, a bunch of other, memory sticks. It reads all those, and it writes all those. Be careful, because some of these only read but don't write, so you could take things off and put on your computer, but you can't put things on, which is actually one of the main things you're going to want to do with this. You're going to want one of these. It's useful anyway for if you have a digital camera or whatever, but you're going to use that to put your music on your 3DS for the music player. You're going to use that to take photos off your 3DS if you want to make backups or, post them online, through the web browser thing, and storage, an extra memory card. It comes with a 2 gigabyte SD card. That's a pretty decent size. I have lots hours of music. I have a bunch of virtual console games, some of the games that comes loaded with it, and a bunch of stuff from my computer that I just have stored on there just to make a backup that has nothing to do with the 3DS, and I still have some space left. In addition to my my Nintendo video and some additional video game trailers. So 2 gigs, it doesn't sound like a lot for the 3DS. It's a decent amount of space. If you go on, let's say, Newegg and get a 20 gig SD card, this supports SD and SDHC up to a pretty high size. I know it definitely supports at least 20. I heard up to 60. I'm not sure about that. But a 20 gig SD card on your 3DS, it will last. I'm pretty sure it's going to last you the entire lifetime of the 3DS. So those are my recommended accessories, and I hope this video is of use to you. And thank you very much for watching.